Welcome. Here we're going to talk about finding the area of a triangle. So the formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. And so I do want to talk just a little bit about why that works. If I have a triangle here, I can consider this, I'm going to duplicate this triangle. I'm going to draw one that's exactly the same size, but that fits together in the upper right hand here. So this red area is exactly the same area as the blue. And this shape together is a parallelogram. And the area of a parallelogram is base times height. Now I have a different video explaining why that works for the parallelogram. But the point is that if you can remember either of the two, if you either remember the parallelogram or you remember the triangle formulas, then you can find the other one, because the formula for a triangle, the area of a triangle, is 1/2 base times height. And then the other note I want to make about this formula is that sometimes there's confusion about what does base mean. So let's consider a triangle here. I'm going to call this the base, and I'm going to call this the height. Now, it is arbitrary which of the three sides you use as the base, so long as the height is what's the relationship between the base and the height is what's important. You need to have this perpendicular distance. So a right triangle, this is perpendicular. The line that creates the height is perpendicular to this side, the base. If I had instead some other perpendicular distance, if I had, this, the line from this corner to the other, then this would be the base, and my height would be that perpendicular distance. So the thing that really matters about these problems is that relationship. You're looking for the side that touches that height, that touches that perpendicular distance. Let's do an example with some numbers. Consider a triangle with side 10 inches, 10.6 inches, 13 inches, and then I have this height is given. I tell you that it's a right triangle by using that little square, so you know it's a perpendicular distance, and that's 8 inches there. So here the base will be the 13 and the height will be the 8 because those are the two things that are perpendicular. So my area will be 1/2 13 inches times 8 inches. And when I type that all in, I end up with 52 inches squared. Do be careful because your units should always be square units. This is an area, so it has to have square units. Let's consider another example. Here I have the following. I have, instead of a triangle that doesn't have a right angle, I've actually got a right triangle. So this triangle contains this right angle. Again, the base and the height are going to be the two things that are perpendicular. So I could call this the base and this the height. It'd be a weird way to do it. I could also call this the base and that the height. It doesn't matter. The formula will give me the same answer regardless. The point that's important is that the two things we're multiplying are these perpendicular distances. So the two lines that are perpendicular to each other. All right, now the area, if I have, say, let's say I've got a 3, 4, 5. We'll call them meters. The area will be 1/2 base times height. Again, it's arbitrary. I could write the 3 meters first or the 4 meters first, so long as I include both of them and they are perpendicular to each other. 3 times 4 is 12, and half of that is 6. So it's 6 square meters for the area. In the next video, we'll look at how to find the area of a triangle if you do not know the height. Thank you so much for watching.